Hey everybody, this is Rook Hawkins coming to you again from Rook's Nook. Today we're going to talk about who you think this person is. Alright, I know a lot of you guys out there have done comparative studies before, and a lot of you haven't, so we're going to do a little bit of that right now. Okay, with some of my slides from my introduction to history course, and we're going to see what you know. Alright, first off I'm going to throw up a slide. I want you to tell me who you think this is. Alright, who do you think this is right here? Notice the halo. Alright, notice the staff with the, looks like a cross. Right, he's holding a cross. Also, it seems like he's a shepherd, right? A little bit. Okay. Okay, good look at that. Now I'm going to read something for you. Alright, I want you to tell me what you think about it. Okay, and this is from an actual text. It's an actual document translated from the Greek. Alright. It says, quote, "I am the Son of God. Here I stand, a God incognito, disguised as man, that I might be revealed on earth for what I am, a God." Now, I'll give you a second to let that sink in. While I'm doing that, here's another picture of what appears to be a child. Okay, a child walking, very angelic-like, right? And here's another section of that very text. Okay. Quote, "They said that this being was no son of God at all, but that the mother had slept beside a man in love, and fathered off her shame on God. A fraud," they sneered. Again, I'll let this sink in for a second. Alright, now this right here is an image from a synagogue, a Jewish synagogue, and as you can see, it's a mosaic. Alright. So I'll give you a second to look at that. This is basically the same being right here. Same guy. Right. Now fostering your ideas of who this might be, hopefully. Okay. Again, I'll give you another section of the text. "Therefore I shall prove to every man that I am a God indeed. And when my worship is established here, and all is well, then I shall go on my way to be revealed to other men in other lands." Again, this is the same text, translated from the Greek. Give you a second to let that sink in. And before I actually go into another image, I'm going to give you another final quote here from this text. Okay, it says here, quote, "Blessed are those who know the mysteries of God. Blessed is he who hallows his life in the worship of God. He whom the Spirit of God possesseth, who is one who belong to the holy body of God." Okay, give that a second to sink in, and this is the final image right here of that God. And this is the guy we're talking about, right? This being, right? And now I'll give you the answer to this person, who he was. Okay, and it says here, this is from the very same text. "Blessed are they. Dionysus is their god. Euripides, the Bacchae, is the name of the selection I was quoting from. It was written around 400 BCE. Okay, that's roughly 430 years before Christ's ministry supposedly happened. Okay, so just a little heads up for those of you out there who are curious about the similarities between Christ and these other gods. Okay, that first image you saw, the image of the guy with the halo and the cross staff. That was actually Orpheus. It was on a Christian catacomb from the 1st century in Rome. Notice very carefully why the Christians would have painted this picture in a Christian catacomb. Granted, it was their catacomb, right? And it was dated to the 1st century, to when the first Christians started using this catacomb. And it's not the only Orphic image in a Christian catacomb. In fact, they're all over the place in very early catacombs of the Christian church. The second image you saw was the baby Dionysus. Okay. And the third image you saw was Orpheus, again on a Jewish synagogue, and it's also worth letting you know that in the same book from my Ascension video, the book by James H. Charlesworth, the Old Testament pseudepigrapha, there's actually a hymn written in Hebrew to Orpheus, and it's actually called Orphica. And just goes to show you how the Jews were being influenced in the first century by this Greek tradition. And the third image you saw was Dionysus on a chariot with a staff, again in the shape of a cross with a halo, right? So it just gives you a little bit of understanding of where these myths kind of derive from, where these legends expanded upon, okay? This sort of Greek concept of God. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it'd be a little nice break from my normal videos. And yeah, hey, take care and stay rational. Check us out, rationalresponders.com, and check me out at rookhawkins.com. Take care.